Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to do something different. We're going to talk about how you adjust your preload and your suspension on your shocks. And what a lot of people don't know is when you get your unit from the factory, 9 times out of 10 they set it at the softest setting, which is the lowest setting in your preload on your shocks. So if the theory is if you adjust them all the way to the hardest, that it's going to give you more clearance in the end. So I want to kind of test that theory today and see what happens when I adjust my cams on each of my shocks to see if I get more of a ground clearance. Especially for those people who don't have a lift or don't have front forward A-arms, this might help you guys out to where you can get a lift just by adjusting your shocks. You can maybe gain an inch or two. I'm not sure, but we're going to find out today. So I think what we'll do is we'll take a pre-measurement of where I'm at right now. And I think right now we are 16 and a half or close to 17. I can't remember. We are about 16 and a half in the front, 16 and a quarter, something like that. And the rear should be about the same. So let's see what we got here. We are a good 16 and a half in the rear. So that's our baseline right now. Now factory is 13 inches. So with the 2.5 inch lift kit and the 30-inch tires, I'm at 16 and a half right now. So, and what you guys are going to want to do is, in your toolkit, they give you an adjustment tool. It's a spanner wrench. So this is what you're going to use to adjust your preload and your shocks. And I think the easiest way to do it is to take the pressure off the shocks. So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and jack it up. It's going to be a lot easier to adjust. And I'll show you guys how to do that right now. So on each shock, on the bottom of the shock, you have what you call cams or snail cams. And they're right here on the bottom. So by taking the pressure off this shock, as you guys can see right now, it's at the lowest setting. So we want to bring that up to the highest setting, which will be all the way over here. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can do that. Hold on, see if I can get a bite on it. There we go. Okay. And you want to make sure what you do for this side, you have to do for the other side, or you're going to have an issue. And that's the highest setting right there. Okay, so you guys can see where it was before. So now you want to do the same thing for the other side. That way you don't have any balance issues. So let's go ahead and do this side. And you see it's a lot easier when you got the unit jacked up. There we go. So you guys can see right there. I mean, that's almost an inch. So, I mean, I don't know if that's going to give us an inch, but the front's adjusted. It was that quick. So let's go ahead and we'll lower the jack here. And your ride is gonna be a little bit stiffer, okay? But I mean, if you need the clearance, say you're gonna be riding some mud on that day or whatever, and you need some more clearance, you can put it all the way up at the stiffest setting. And then if you're just gonna be doing a little bit of trail riding and it's not that bad, and you want more of a better ride, then you're gonna leave it at that lowest setting, which is the softest. So let's go ahead and do the back. And another reason why you would want to do the back, just say if you were trailering a heavy load and you want to give yourself some more clearance on the back so that your rear end isn't squatting that bad, this will be another reason to stiffen up your compression on your shocks. Alright. And it's the same thing, guys. We're going to go ahead and get this in here, the spanner wrench. And there we go. We got that one all the way up. And we got one more to do. And then we can set this on the ground. The back is a little bit tighter to do. So, and I think we got it there. All right. So those the back are a little bit harder to do, but we got them all the way adjusted. And let's let this jack down. And we'll see where we're at. We were at 16.5 before. And I tell you what, let me go ahead and drive it back and forth down the driveway, make sure that the suspension is settled, and then we'll take our measurements. We'll be right back. See where we're at. Drove around a little bit in the yard. It does look higher. I mean, what do you think, Mikey?
Yeah, it looks a lot higher than it did.
Yeah, let's start with the front. So we were at 16.5, and let's see where we're at now. Wow, ½ inch. So we went from 16.5 to 17. So we gained ½ inch adjusting your preload all the way up to the stiffest part. So we got 16.5 or 17 in the front, right?
Yeah.
Now let's check the rear. And 17 and almost 17 and 3/4, right? Yeah, 17.5 we'll call it. 17.5. So we gained 1 inch in the back. So 1 inch in the back and ½ inch in the front. I mean, that's not bad. And all we did was just adjust the preload and the shocks. So for those of you guys out there that are running stock, I mean, you can gain a good 1 inch in the back and a good ½ inch in the front. You could also, I know most units come from the factory with the shock on the inside. You can also probably adjust your shock to the outside holes on your unit, and you'll probably gain, I mean, maybe another inch or ½ inch. So, not too bad. Now, if you don't want your ride to be as stiff and you want it to be softer, then obviously, you know, you can adjust it all the way back down to the softest setting. And there's some middle settings in there. I didn't really mess with that. I just went from the lowest to the highest just to see what we would actually get. I thought I would share this with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And we'll see you on the next one.